before the money gets into your account, you have already spent it. You have already calculated how you are going to spend it. In short, you have spent it already, but it has not got into your account. This is July 12th, 2022, and it's half of the year. There is no better motivation or time to save than now.
여러분, 안녕하세요.
I am not a financial expert. I don't even know a lot about stocks or forex or Bitcoin, but I've been trying to save because I'm entering this adulting thing. So I'm taking it little by little. I know you get it because that's why you're watching this video. But anyway, today I'm going to give you 10 tips on how to start saving real good as a student, whether you're in high school or you are in university, college, whatever you call it in your area. I have 18.21 Naira in my account. That is less than 20 Naira in my checking account.
아야 진짜 이게 무거
But I have more than 100k in my savings account. I am not bragging. Anyway, what's up, 1 billion gang? Vine 4. I graduated from university 400 level when I started getting serious with my life, my adulting life, because I knew that after university I'm starting another journey entirely. So money is part of it. Yes, craziest part. I wish I knew all the tips I'm about to tell you since when I was in 100 level. My life would have been better by the time I got to 400 level. Before you know anything about money, the first thing you have to understand is cash flow. You have to understand that money is very finite. Money has to be spent. Money a liability, so it has to be spent. It is what you spend your money on that becomes your asset, so it has to be spent. Assets, on the other hand, are things that you invest in that multiply your money. You spend money on something and what you spent on doesn't multiply your money, then that thing is a liability. But if you spend money on something and it multiplies your money, then it becomes an asset. Do you understand? Anyway, there are different types of assets that you can use your money to buy, like Bitcoin, like real estate, NFTs, your personal business. Your business can be an asset. So anything that multiplies your money is an asset. But if you spend something on something and it doesn't multiply your money, it's a liability. You understand assets and liability. Don't worry. In today's video, I'm not going to talk about assets and liabilities, but I just wanted you to have a basic understanding. It's going to help you. You're just starting your adulting journey. I recommend and I will recommend continually that I recommend that you read this book by Robert Kiyosaki, the Rich Dad Poor Dad series. Like if you're a teenager or just started your 20s, your early 20s, this book is good for your financial health and your financial journey. For you to start saving money or start spending your money as a college student is to have clarity, know what is your income and know what is your expense or your expenditure. Or your expenditure, so know what to spend money on and know what to use to get money. If you're a college student or university student, where you most likely get money from is your allowance. So you know, okay, I have this amount of allowance for my parents, whether per week or per month or daily, so you know this is where my money is coming from. And the reason why it's important to be clear on where your money is coming from to help you to understand how you want to spend your money, because you know, okay, this is the only amount of money I get per month. What you will spend your money on won't be higher than what you have, because if you now spend more than what you have, then you enter debt. You know where your money is coming from, so you be clear. But in Nigeria, and the whole school system and business doesn't work hand in hand, especially if you're in a private institution. Your business is not so structured compared to if you are independent and you're in a public institution. What I would advise you to do, you can try to do small things to save. You can try to even do ajo. Ajo is like a contribution, a weekly contribution. Get apps like Piggyvest for something that you can use to money by the side. But that's just saving. That's saving. If you want to make money by the side, offer to render a service. That's the only way I feel like is the easiest to make money in a private institution, to render a service. If you are going to be reselling stuff in school, you might not really make profit. So I'm editing this video and I just realized that I did not mention that you don't have to render the service by yourself. You can employ people, pay them a particular percentage of what they make for you. And if you can't employ anybody, contact somebody who is close to you, like your uncle, auntie, your elder brother, assistant. You want to make a video for what you can do in school to make money, tell me. I'm using this lamp. reflect light on my face and I don't want to get low. Since you are clear about what your income streams are, next thing you need to do, create your saving plan. I told you that this was the thing I wish I knew when I was 100 level. Now, in order to create your saving plan, you have to be very, very specific, and we already emphasized on clarity. Since you know what cash flow is, money comes in, money goes out. That's where money is. So now you know the difference between a liability and an asset. Now I'm going to give you a saving plan that I started using after NYSC, and saving plan will work for you. Whether your allowance is only 500 naira, your allowance is 10,000, whatever amount is going to work for you. So this is how I created the saving plan. I created it and divided into percentages. I'm going to give you an example. Let's say 500 naira is your weekly allowance, how you're going to spend your money. Don't worry, don't stress yourself. You don't have to start thinking, well, what if I just want to buy 10 naira chewing gum, or what if I just want to buy 10 naira pen? Don't worry, this is going to work for you. The plan is very simple. This is how the plan is. Your expenditure or your expenses is what you spend money on. The amount that goes to your expenditure is 70%, because obviously, like I said, money is meant to be spent. Money comes in and money goes out, and that's where money is. Because if you just leave money there, the value either depreciates or appreciates. But that's another story for that. You understand that 70% of whatever amount of money is given to you, whether it's 15 naira, whether it's 100,000, you know, okay, 70% of 50,000 is only what I have to spend. Next part of your saving plan is your savings, and very important because you are human and you're entering your adulting journey. So there are a lot of things in your life that are coming up. So having your savings by your side will help you if you want to venture into those things. And remember, I told you having assets will help you to make more money. So you will need savings to get assets. Your saving amount out of whatever amount that comes from your income stream will be 15%. So 15 plus 7 is 85%. Or left is 15 more percent. 5% of the money that comes into your hand is your emergency fund. Your emergency fund is meant to help you when, like, unexpectedly, like, that's an emergency. Your emergency fund is 5%, because by the grace of God, they're not going to have emergencies every time, but you need your emergency fund. It's very important. So your emergency fund is 5%, and you're not meant to touch it, just like the way you will not touch your savings. The only money you are going to touch or spend is your what? Your expenditure. Next part of your saving plan is your tithe, and this is not compulsory, but if you're a Christian and you're entering this adulting journey, I believe you should give a certain amount to God for your tithe and offering. So 10% of your income, your expenditure or expenses is 70%, your savings 10%, your emergency fund 5%, and your tithe 10%. If you don't give tithe, you can add your tithe to your emergency fund, but you give tithe and you're a Christian 10%. So you understand the saving plan. So I want to explain how money is and how you should think about money. Money is value, and it's not the cash you are holding. It's not the amount of money you are holding in your hand. It's the value the amount of money has. My next tip for you, since you're a student, is to use the never broke rule. Never broke rule is to never allow yourself get broke. Truth is that we are always broke in school. If you're a student, you are most likely broke.
인정 눈물 나는 진짜
But the thing is, try your best to never get deeply broke. Like broke. Like you have to start asking other people and depending on other people. Don't allow yourself to get that broke. You see, you're already getting broke. Come out of the broke season and start saving. That you now have to become conscious of your bank account, your savings account, your emergency fund, how you are spending. Once you see that your bank account is ready, you can spend 10,000 in one day, but you can also spend 1,000 in 1 week. So as a student, I'm sure you understand that. What you have to do now is to make sure that your bank account doesn't enter red bottom. Once you see your account is getting close to the red bar, immediately I want you to prepare for the rainy season, which is the broke season. What I want you to do is to plan ahead. Like, I'm not the only person. When I was in 400 level especially, once you see you're already getting broke, what you should do is to cut on your spending. If you know you're going to spend so amount on hair, cut on your hair expenses. Whatever you see that, I'm spending X amount on, look for a way to improvise. Even food. There was a time that I had to buy cornflakes, like a whole roll of cornflakes, so that from this period to this period I could endure without spending much, because I knew I was already entering my broke season. So I ate mostly cornflakes, not food, for that period. So you have to pay ahead, so you don't even reach rock bottom that you don't have anything to depend on. So
So if you're like divine, I have a social life, I have to go for parties, I have to prepare, I have to look good,
have to, I understand, you will look good. That's why I already gave you the savings plan. So what you now have to do is what this next step will help you. And this is why I said you should get another income stream apart from your allowance, because your other income stream will sustain you when you are broke. Like this video, please. Why have you not liked this video? I am using my lamp to reflect light on my face so that I can do this video. Please like the video, I beg you. Thank you, and God bless. You need more than just your parents' allowance or regular allowance, because you are in university. University has everything. Like, university has the social life, it has the educational life, it has spiritual life, it has physical life, and you have to maintain all those things. And that's when money comes into place. You have to self-care, you have to pay for this event, that event. Like, they are always paying for something in school. You have to get another income stream because your allowance is not going to be sufficient. That's why it's called allowance, because allowance is just meant for yourself upkeep. So get another income stream so to reduce the stress of money on your head. Just have somebody you can call in desperate need. I'm sure this video is already giving you value, which I hope. Tip 6 is very important. I'm sure this is my best tip for you if you are in university or high school or college. Avoid borrowing money. Think that borrowing money is going to help you. Borrowing money is going to make you poor. Borrowing money is going to make you poor. The reason why is, if you are not borrowing money for an asset, if you are borrowing money for a liability. Let's say I see this fine bag, this fine Gucci bag, and I'm like, oh, I want to get the Gucci bag. And I get the Gucci bag. Gucci bag is not going to make me money except I sell the Gucci bag. I bought the Gucci bag for my own self-pleasure. Then the Gucci bag becomes a liability. If you are going to ever borrow money, don't borrow money to spend on liabilities. Borrow money for assets. But other than that, ever borrow money, because borrowing money only makes you poorer. But if you can lend money to people that you know they are going to pay you back, they've been paying you back. When you're in trying times, you can go and ask them for your money. Yes, when you're borrowing money, you're just incurring into your brokenness and making yourself even more broke. 7 is very important, very, very important, like my life principle. If you can improvise what you want to buy, then don't buy it. Like, I regret buying the fan I bought for my VS because I could have used my notebook to fan myself. I did not really need it, and I've not even used it since after VS. I'm going to sell it. Improvise what you want to buy. Let's say you want to get headsets. Let's say you want to get headsets. Headsets are cool, obviously. You don't have a gaming channel, you don't have a YouTube channel, you don't have a Twitch channel, you don't have a streaming platform. It's not compulsory you get headsets yet. Get earphones. Use your earphones until you are confident that, oh, I can buy this pair of headsets and it will not take anything from me. I don't have a camera for my channel. I've saved enough to get a camera, but I've not saved enough to get a camera and other things I need with the camera. So I'm not getting the camera yet because it will take a lot from me. And besides, I can improvise managing my phone. It's not like I'm not trying to bring quality, but quality of my content, I can still give it with my phone for now till I get that camera. So improvise. You can improvise it. Don't buy it. But if you can't and nothing can replace it and it is an asset, get it. There was a caption that my bestie posted on WhatsApp, and the caption goes like this: if you cannot buy 3 of what you want to buy, like three of that thing you want to buy, then you cannot afford it. So it's one thing to be able to buy it. I've bought it, now I'm broke. So there are sometimes you have to sacrifice and become broke to buy some particular things, but those are the things that are assets. Like when I was in university, I got a water bottle and my water bottle broke. I got another water bottle. That second water bottle got misplaced. And I was like, wait, I can't keep on buying water bottles and I'm just wasting my money. So who cares? I drink my sachet water. I drink them. Everybody drinks sachet water. It's not a crime to drink sachet water. I'm not saying that thing or bad to have water bottles, but since I can just drink my sachet water and drink it there and there, why not just drink sachet water? In short, the money that I would have spent on buying a water bottle, I can use to buy bags of sachet water. So improvise, open another account. It doesn't have to be a bank account, but it has to be another account. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I have 2 accounts. I have my checking account and I have my savings account. My savings account is with my friend. I save my money with her and she doesn't even stay. She doesn't stay where I stay. I'm not even going to collect that money except I tell her to transfer, and which is rare. If I tell her to transfer, I have to pay her to transfer. Do you understand? Have a checking and savings account. Checking account is for the money you will spend, your expenditure. Then the savings account is for the money that you are saving, so you can't touch it. You don't have to open a new bank account. There are different apps you can use, like Piggyvest. I use Piggyvest, Kuda Bank. You can even use your bank's app accounts to save. Have two accounts at least. The reason why problem with having one bank account and you spending your money and probability of you getting broke is because of all your money is in one place. Like, even if you are keeping money for people, don't keep the whole money in one account, because if you are keeping it in one account, the bank is collecting their charges. Your money is in one place, so you don't even know which one is your money. You're just spending out of the money. Like, everything becomes scattered. That thing happened to me, so I had to spend my money to pay back for what I spent.
이건
Like, it's so annoying. So have your expenses account, which is your checking account. Have your savings account. Do you understand? If you don't have a friend you can keep money with, use all those apps I mentioned. It's already getting dark. Money is a mindset. Whether you believe it or you don't believe it, money is a mindset. And like I explained what assets and liabilities are, I also explained what cash flow is. It has to be spent. You just have to know how to invest it. To me, 2 million naira. 2 million naira is chicken change compared to if I have $2,000. $2,000 compared to 2 million naira. Because I know the value. Comparing the recession, right now Naira is lower than dollars. There was a time when Naira was higher than dollars when it came to value. So you just have to know it's not about the amounts of money you are holding in your hand, but about the value of the money. I want you to get a bullet journal. I have a video on how to start bullet journaling, but I want you to get a bullet journal. If you are the second half of this year, you can better your life at least as a student. Get a bullet journal, because if you don't track something, you will not be able to improve it. Be able to improve something that you track. If you are not able to track it, then you can't improve. When you have your bullet journal, track your savings plan, so you know what you spend money on. Track those things so you see how you can save money and create money. Like I said, I am not a financial expert. I'm just saying things I personally have done and I wish my younger self knew. That's what I'm telling you. So I am going to be making a lot of lifestyle and college, university, natural hair content. That's what I make, not finance or money content. I'm just making this video to dedicate it to Adeola. Thank you for commenting, Adeola. I see my comment. I read my comment. So I'm expecting your comment. And since you are still watching this, do the talk and not just talk the talk. We all have the habit as human beings of just say some things but never do them. I have mentioned a lot of tips in this video, and you are going to watch another video after you watch it and another video. But if you keep on watching all those other videos on this topic and you are not doing anything they said, then nothing is going to change in your life. Just make sure you do at least 5 of the tips I mentioned out of the 10, and make sure number 10 is part of them, and you'll never be broke again.